Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll. And it's been so long, but I'm finally home and what better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear?
Ridealong Live, where everyone has a story to tell.
Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll.
As you're coming, guys, go ahead and share the program.
And it's been so long.
As you're coming, go ahead and share the program. Don't ask no question. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. As you come in, just go ahead and share the program right now. Everybody, everywhere. Everybody, everywhere. Today is a treat. Today is a treat. This is a treat to the world. Everybody, everywhere. Go ahead and share the program. And as you share, Lydia, Joseph, as you share, I want you to say, I share. All right. As you share, say, I share. Today, guys, is a special day, a special gift. I know there's a lot of things in the air. There's a lot of negativity in the air. This show today is about bringing everybody together under one beautiful voice. Today we have as a special guest Miss Sabrina Francis, and wow, what a great person, what a great individual. Today we're going to talk about so many different things. Among the many different things we're going to talk about are monetization in the music, getting into the industry, breaking into the industry, traveling, and everything that it takes to make an artist. Sabrina Francis is the personification of that, and she's joining us live on Ride Along today. So I want everybody to go ahead and share the thing, share the program, share everything up. Hey, Kibbs, how you doing? Big up yourself. Ola, Lydia, I share. Thank you so much for sharing. Everybody share. Everybody share. Everybody share. Everybody share. When everybody share, tell me everybody share. Andrea, yes. Beautiful person, beautiful music. Yes. Are you ready? Are you ready to meet Sabrina Francis? No, all you're not ready yet, man. All you're not ready yet. If all you're ready to have this global conversation with this beautiful soul, I want everybody to press love. Press love. Press it. Everybody 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 press it.
Hey, yeah. Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll, and it's been so long, but I'm finally home. And what better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home. Yeah, yeah. Piece of the ocean is all I need. If it was up to me, I'll never leave. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our life. Sweet Grenada, this is home. I want to introduce my band just before we leave off, you know. On guitar, we have Alicia Aird. Give it up for them for the last time, guys. Godson Brown on. Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Sabrina Francis. Hold on. Are we okay? Let me unmute you. Let me unmute you. Sorry. Sabrina, welcome to Ride Along Live.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. You know, this program is in the making for a good few months. It was when
Yes.
I was in Canada. I believe. I was doing the show, and me and Sabrina happened to be on the same panel. And I said to Sabrina at that time, Sabrina, I really need to bring you on. Let's have this conversation because there is so much. I'm so proud of you. I am so freaking proud of you, as a fellow Grenadian, as
Thank you.
someone who you transcend the art form, and you are doing so much, and just great. So that we have a lot to talk about today, and welcome to the show. Just talk a little bit to the people and introduce yourself a bit to the viewers of Ride Along Live.
Well, I am Sabrina Francis, born and raised in Grenada. I'm from St. Patrick's Meadows, and I'm a singer-songwriter. I do contemporary music, meaning it's not soca, reggae, or dancehall, but it's just Sabrina Francis on a day-to-day. You know.
Let me see the folks that's watching, because I know there's so many people that saying, look, they need the CD, they love the music, they just love you. In fact, that song "Sweet Grenada," "This Is Home," I think it I don't think you understand what it does to Grenadians, eh? As a Grenadian,
They try to tell me, yeah,
no,
they try to tell me what it
I don't think you understand, Sabrina. This song touches the heart and soul of Grenadians,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
especially Grenadians who are in the diaspora and locally as well, but specifically in the diaspora. When they hear that song, they get goosebumps.
I when I was performing on the light ship, probably last year, late last year, there was a gentleman who came home from England. He hasn't been home in a long time. And he came to see me perform on the light ship. And I sang This Is Home. And he cried. A big man with, with his family. He seated in front of me, just cried as I was singing This Is Home. So these moments make me believe and see what you're talking about, you know?
No, it is because, as I said, for Grenadians who listen this song, when you see that, stepping off the plane and life in the big city took its toll.
You know, when I wrote that song, I had never been to the big city or even on a plane.
Really?
That was just me being creative.
Wow. So first of all, tell us about your imagination. Your imagination in writing this
Mm.
particular song. Where did you where were your mindset at that time?
I was really just trying to, okay, I had to come up with a song about Grenada for a dingy concert. And I was just really trying to imagine what is the essence of Grenada and what is the essence of our love for Grenada. And I tried to put it into a song. It's not a place that you ever want to leave, by choice anyway. If you leave, it's really because of opportunity somewhere else. But I think if a lot of people had the opportunities that they had overseas, and they could stay here and enjoy Grenada the way it is, I think a lot of people would choose to do so because it is such a calming place to be
Right.
and live
But
and love.
but you see that's what I'm saying. You wrote that song as if you lived outside of Grenada for a very long time, and you understand the that urge to come home. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of people who live out here, and some people don't have, they're not documented, they haven't traveled, and all they could see of Grenada is what they see on television or what they see on live stream. And when they get the opportunity to come to
Hmm.
Grenada for the first time, that's exactly how they feel. Stepping off the plane, the life in the big city took its toll because that's all you see. You see all this
Hmm.
big buildings. Coming home is so calming and so refreshing.
Yeah,
So that I have to say thank you for that process that you took a lot of people through. It
I
is it
appreciate
is
it.
it's really really good. So how did
Glad
you
to
get,
help.
yeah, how did you get aligned with the GTA to produce that song for Grenada?
Well, I think GTA saw the song on that dingy concert that I did. Originally, I didn't do the song for GTA. It was just like a little chorus or something that they saw me perform, and then they wanted to use it. I guess the person who was in charge at the time had a vision for the song, and they wanted to use it. They reached out, and I reworked the song a little bit, and they decided to do so. And that is a song that actually catapulted my career, into music. It's kind of the song that made me kind of feel like, okay, something's happening here,
Right,
instead of just doing it, for a hobby, because it
right.
really opened many, many doors for me. I could have gone somewhere with that song and performed it. I performed that song in Switzerland. And I had a letter from a gentleman who saw me perform that song in Switzerland. And because of that song, he booked a trip to Grenada. And I know a couple people who has done that because of that song. So,
Yeah. So
yeah, yeah.
let's go back a little bit. I know we dive into that particular song, but growing up, I'm sure, in Grenada, a place where, artists first navigate to doing reggae or calypso or soca.
Yeah.
Why wasn't that your reality? Why we didn't see you in competition, soca monarch, groovy monarch? Why was that? Why you took that angle instead of the other options?
I don't think it was a conscious decision. It really was just the kind of music that came out of me. My mom wrote calypso back in her time, but it was her music was different. She wrote a lot of jazz as well, and
Right.
she wrote a lot of different kinds of music. And growing up, my sisters and I mimicked her style of writing. We mimicked her style of singing. And even though we all turned out singing completely differently, I think that is really where the inspiration came from to do what I do now. I don't think it was a conscious choice. It's really just what I felt comfortable doing, and doing anything else felt in the beginning a little foreign. No, I could try and merge it together. I could try out a little soca every now and then. I could even write reggae if I wanted to. But originally, singer songwriter style of music, just an earnest expression of where I am, what I feel, is what came naturally,
Yeah.
and that's what I did.
Tell us about your schooling. 'Cause we going forward and going back, but that's
That's okay. I hope people following anyway.
I hope you're following it.
Yeah.
Your schooling. How was the young Sabrina growing up? What school you went to, and high school, and how was your upbringing?
My upbringing was very rich. First of all, I grew up in the countryside. Well, in the beginning,
Right.
so I went to when I was very young. My mom noticed that I love music. So in Sates, there used to be a school called Music Culture. Anglican Music Culture or something of the sort. So from like 5 years old or something, I went to that school for a period of time, but then I moved to public school, Anglican. Then I moved to St. George's, Grand Anne's, RC. Then I moved to Union Island, and I lived there for 7 years, Union Island Secondary School. Then I moved back to Grenada, went to McDonald College, and then pretty much on from there. So I did a lot of moving about as a child, but I had a rich childhood.
Yeah. I want to play a song, because one of the things that I really wanted to talk to you about here as well is an example for artists, because this particular program is to show artists in many different ways how they can monetize their effort. You are a living example of that.
Well, I try.
You're doing well. So I want to play a song, because I think that with the Sweet Grenade and all the things that you're doing, your music took you all over the world. I saw a collaboration that you did with a group, African. What is it?
Yes.
This performance.
Well, in the beginning, when I wanted to do my second album, we started off kind of just trying out. We said, okay, we wanted to be African influence, and we tried something different. And then we started writing songs and tried to put African influence into it. But it kept turning out kind of like, it felt unfinished or like half-baked. Because, I'm not African. I don't have the essence. So we said, you know what? Let's try and go to South Africa. That's where it is. We did some research. We tried to find where would the most traditional kind of sound come from. And Nigeria has like Afrobeats, which is very modern now. But South Africa is really rootsy, which is where I wanted to go musically. So we
Yeah. Sabrina, I have a little bit of you back? You're back?
Am I back?
Yes, you're back now.
Yeah, guys, my Wi-Fi is acting up. So if I flip, go in and out, forgive it. Just wait a couple of seconds for me. I'll be back. Yeah. So yes. So we raised some funds, and we were able to go to South Africa and collaborate with 3 musicians, or 3 groups of people. The first one was Young Umbazo, which is this group, a group of young guys. They are amazing singers and performers. And we did this song together. Well, I went with the song, and they added their flair to it. And it's called I'm Awake.
Let's check it out right now.
I'm awake in spite of things surrounding my face. I'm awake, 'cause you told me great things you do, my friend. And I'm afraid, do you hold me? And I'm invincible again. Whatever You never stop believing. You never stop preaching. You never like to see me cry while I'm learning. But you got the one for lying or I'm growing. You forever tried. You never gave me back to the other side. I know I'm grateful that you never, no, you never, you never. I'm away in more ways than one. Can't keep my mind from running. Can't keep my thoughts down. I'm away, 'cause you kept me going. You saw the dream before me, and I see it now. You never stop believing. You never stop preaching. You never like to see me cry while I'm learning. But you got the one for lying or I'm growing. You forever tried. You never gave me back to the other side. And now I'm grateful that you never, no, you never, you never. You never left my corner, and when I feel low, you lift me higher, and I still owe you for it. Yes, I will love you for it. You never keep none from me. You never bad mind, you never got me. And what I didn't know, you showing. And I will love you for it. Yeah, I will love you for it. I will love you for me. I will love you for it. I will love you, boy. I will love you for it. I will love you. I will love you for me. I will love you, boy. Yeah, I will love you. I will love you. Oh, I will love you. I will love you, boy. I will love you. I will love you, boy. Yeah,
I'm awake. I'm awake. Yeah. Ha, that was a vibe.
It is a vibe. It's such a vibe. That whole trip was so transforming for me. It's it really was an amazing experience. I'm just grateful to the people who made it possible. And, the connections. I think it is possible to do things when you have the vision to do them. You just have to try. We didn't have any idea how we were going to do this. We just had the idea that we wanted to do it, and then we started making steps to get in that direction. We reached out to probably musicians that we knew and found out, who do you know here, and then went to somebody else and found out who do you know there, and might you know somebody who.
Yeah, again, guys, we have a little bit of an internet challenge with Sabrina's side, but nevertheless, she'll come back soon. Our internet can open up a bit. Oh, you're back now. Yes, go ahead.
It's Flo, and I blame Flo. I blame them. But anyway, am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back now.
So yeah, networking is really important. I am learning because I would not have been able to do that if I didn't. And you don't have to know the most important or influential people. Just try to meet people, new musicians, and things could work out.
So the first thing I want every artist or aspiring artist to write down in that journal is networking. It's important to network, to connect with other people that's in your same, in a group, right?
Yeah, or even outside of your group. You never know.
Right. No, a lot of people, a lot of artists in Grenada specifically seem to think that the music should be seasonal, right? That they should produce music only at a particular festive time. What's your take on, or your feel for music, and when you should produce music?
I think it's important to maintain a relationship with your audience. And okay, so people hear your music in January of 2020. And if the next time they hear your music in January of 20, I mean, people forget. The internet is so fickle. The world is, everybody move on so quickly. So it's good to maintain a relationship with the people who give you your bread and butter. And, you know, so give them something every now and then to feed their spirit. You know, music is not seasonal. Music is how people get through every day, I think. So I get through it every day of my life. So
Yeah. And what about, what do you write on? What are some of the topics? How do you suggest topics to write on?
songs for songs.
Yeah.
Um, wow, that's a tough one. Everything influences my music. It really doesn't matter what. Sit down and think, how am I feeling? And write about it. And I
Right.
think once you're a musician, I think you're to some extent you have a level of creativity. And when you have a demand to perform and to produce, you could write about anything. I've heard Grenadian musicians write about anything. So I don't take up the excuse.
Right. 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 Uh,
Anything could make a song.
so the next thing is any topic. Just
Any
write.
topic.
Just
Just
sing.
write.
Right.
I mean, I try to keep it positive. Everybody not on that path. You write what you want. Write what is that earnest expression of you.
Right. So take item number 2 that one should keep in that little journal or they writing down, because I want all you to keep notes, especially the artists and them. I want to speak specifically to the artists who are trying to make a way, a name for themselves. Not the seasonal artists, artists who are serious about this business, because this is what we're going to be speaking about here. Artists who are serious about working into the business, right? Here's another big topic that I want to touch on. It has to do with monetization. A lot of artists think that the only way that they would get money coming in is by performance. And of course,
Mhm.
yes, that is a way to monetize. But tell us about monetization and some other ways that folks could look into to monetize the efforts.
Okay, I want to say two things. First of all, um, live performances is still it is the biggest way to make money as an artist, especially now in 2020. So I don't want to mislead anybody to think that you don't have to perform live. But digital monetization is still an avenue. You're a business person at the end of the day. You are running a business, and any opportunity you have to make passive income, to make any kind of income, you should take it. It's only common sense, right? And
Right,
also, I want to go ahead and say I am still a growing artist. I am still on my way there, like everybody else. So I don't have all the answers. I'm only here to share my experiences and what I have been working on, what I've been through, and hopefully it will help other aspiring artists like myself.
right.
With regards to monetization, I just have a couple points. I think, first of all, it is very, very, very important that you own your content.
Mm-hmm.
Your music is your goal. It is what you are. It is you. It is the only way you make money. So
All right. She's coming back. She's coming back. She's coming back. Give her a little time. Her video will come back soon.
well,
Yes. Yeah. I had to tell. I had to tell them that you okay. She having internet challenges, but we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. All right, Sabrina. We was at the point where you're saying about owning your content.
yes, own your content. Make sure that your songs are copyrighted and that you have a performance rights organization in place to collect royalties, as small as it may be, for any music that you have out
Right.
there in the universe. Hmm?
Right. Right. So it's very important. It's essentially important that you own your masters, right? So let's take it from a artist perspective. You go into a studio to record a song, right?
Hmm.
What should be the negotiation between the producer and the artist in terms of ownership of the content?
Well, for me personally, when I work with anybody, I usually, whoever was in the studio with you, helping you create that song, has rights to the music. But you and the individual just have to sit down and decide how much. Obviously, you would have the majority because you're the writer, if you're the writer, everything. You have to sit down with whoever you created this music with and decide how you're going to split the income or split the rights for it. It's really personal and different for everybody. But just look out for yourself and make sure that you have, some say in it.
Right. All right. So let's talk about now the publishing and monetizing the music from the time you record the song. So here you have the song. You recorded the song. It sounds really good. Most people submit it to the radio stations, the local radio stations, and I know in Grenada specifically, they don't get no money from airplay on the radio. So how do you monetize the music from that point of view after the music is recorded?
Well, one way, and a very popular way, is to put it on digital platforms. So you need to have your tools in place, which is one of those tools would be like a distribution company online. I use DistroKid. Some people use CD Baby. I also use CD Baby for my albums. And YouTube, you need to own your YouTube, be in control of your YouTube, be in control of your Facebook, your Instagram, because there are ways, once you put up a video, I know my numbers aren't that great. And there are Grenadian soca artists who have the numbers to be able to make some money every month from their content. And I usually see and notice that when their music videos are placed on YouTube, it's not under their YouTube page. So somebody else is earning an income on their content.
That we have to say that again, because a lot of people don't understand. You're saying that a lot of artists are losing out on monetization simply because they take their videos and they give it to somebody else to put on their platform, and that other person is making money on top of their head.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
And in return, that artist don't make one penny, and they just did the majority of the work.
Yeah, and exactly. And it's really sad if that is honestly the case. Oh, I hope that probably there's some, behind the scenes agreement. But if not, then we really have to make sure that as artists, we own and control, all of the platforms that our music are on, so that we're on top of it. And I mean, 1 cent, it doesn't matter. It's yours, so get it.
Yes, yes. Guys, this is some gem that we're preaching to you guys today. We're talking about music, we're talking about monetization, we're talking about just taking it up from just a hobby or just a passion and now monetizing. Because especially in this COVID-19 times where half of most artists are not performing on stages anymore. I mean, they're doing digital shows, yes, but a lot of the artists are not making money, a lot of money as they used to, traveling and performing. So they now have to rely on monetization through digital platform, right? But to make the digital platform monetization even more, to explain it even better, I want us to break it down into different portions. First, we have streaming platforms. We have help me out here, Pandora, right?
We have Apple Music, we have Amazon Music, we have iTunes,
right?
We have it's so many. Right. But you don't really have to keep track of. I mean, it would be nice if you can, but if you have a distributor, again, as I mentioned, my distributor is DistroKid.
Right.
If you have a distributor, they make sure that your music gets placed on all of those platforms and collect the money for the streams.
Right.
On your behalf. You have to make sure that you have a bank account set up and ready to go, and so that you're able to collect your funds.
Yes. Now, DistroKid, again, guys, this is for artists who are trying to get to the next level. DistroKid, which I know I have some. We got a call coming in. Let me take that call quickly. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from? Hello, caller.
Hey, Junior.
Hey, how you doing?
You're on live, right?
Yeah, I'm live. Oh, okay. You don't want to be live. Sorry. Caller, call me back. Yeah. That caller didn't want to be live. Yeah. So DistroKid, you would go into DistroKid and you would set up an account and you would submit your music. But but understanding that you must have to own the master to that.
Yes.
Music. Tell us the process of this DistroKid, because I mean the information everybody to know.
Well, it's a lot of it is pretty self-explanatory, but once you go up, the steps before is important. You write your song, you make sure that you protect it. You could do it as there are old-fashioned ways, like you bring it to a lawyer, have them stamp it, and mark the date that you brought it, or you can do it online. I use a site called protectmywork.com, and it's just to show that I gave this song in this date, so I own it, you know. And then there's other things like ASCAP, and yeah, ASCAP,
BMI.
yeah, and these things they're different. Well, ASCAP and BMI are very similar. They are performance rights organizations, and they collect money on your behalf. And you need to own your content when that happens. And owning your content means you have to own the copyrights for said content.
Right, that's important. Let's talk a little bit about now YouTube, because some people just see YouTube and social media as a platform to go and chat and meet friends and just basically just shoot the wave. How do you use YouTube specifically to monetize your music?
Well, any content that you have on YouTube, once you have 1,000 subscribers or more, you are eligible for monetization. And you could, once ads are playing on your videos, before your videos, in the middle of your videos, behind, at the end of your videos, you get paid from YouTube. And it's really as simple as that. You need to have a bank account. And for YouTube, it doesn't necessarily have to be a US bank account. Yeah, you could do that, guys. So set up your bank account and your content. And you have a lot of artists who have the numbers. They could be making a decent amount of money, you know, at the end of the day from YouTube.
Yes. So, and that's important, because you said something earlier, and I want to reiterate it. And the caller that was calling, if you wanted to be on air, just call us back. Sorry about that. I thought it was a personal call that was coming through. The number that you call, guys, or anyone for that matter, is 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. We are live, and we're talking to Sabrina Francis on the whole music, the passion, the monetization, especially in this COVID time. You have a YouTube account, or you have a Gmail account. You set up a Gmail account. You create a YouTube channel. You build your numbers.
Yeah.
Because you have to get at least 1,000 subscribers before you could monetize your channel. All right. And once it's monetized, YouTube pays you every time an ad runs inside of your music. And
yes.
That. And what I realized, what I also understand about DistroKid, and you could correct me if I'm wrong here, is that sometimes somebody would upload your music, like how we just played your music here on Ridealong, but it's played on YouTube. You could still monetize. You still get monetized for people who upload your music as well.
Yes, you still get paid for somebody uploading your music. But when you don't have all of these things in place, you know, and you don't have a performance rights organization to collect, you know, on your behalf, that person gets the ad money from YouTube, not you.
Right. So I want the artist and them to listen very carefully. Stop taking your music and just sending it out and just giving it away on YouTube for people to upload your music on big platforms, and you get absolutely nothing, and your video hitting 60, 70, 80,000 views on YouTube. It makes absolutely no sense. It makes very little sense to do that, because if it was the other way around, where if you control those content, you'll be making money every month.
Yeah, it could be consistent, you know. And it's just a way to have income. You have to, at the end of the day, I think you have to, my opinion is that you look at it as if this is your business, this is your livelihood. And, you know, if you were running an actual business, you wouldn't just give all of your products away for free. You know, you would try to find ways to make it lucrative and make it make sense.
Absolutely. Guys, we're talking to Sabrina Francis. We're dropping some gems on you. Let's just give Sabrina Francis some more royalties. Let's play a video again. This one is a video. Is it free? Tell us about free.
Free is like we were talking about inspiration. I'm a person who really likes to be in nature. I like to be in the bush. It's just the way I am. And free is about my relationship with nature.
This is free, Sabrina Frank. When we come back, guys, we'll talk about how artists could monetize. I'll give you guys some example of how you could monetize your effort on Facebook. We'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I march to a beat only I can conceive. I play with the ocean endlessly. I dance with the waves that cover me and laugh at the notion. I sing songs to the wind and she sings to me. The mountains sway in harmony. I share thoughts with the trees and they all agree. I'm not crazy, I'm free. I breathe, I move, I love nature. I breathe, I move, I love nature. I can run with the river, soar over hills. I can move mountains with the words that I speak. The sun shades the ground beneath my feet. Woman of faith, I feel free. I breathe, I move, I love nature. I breathe, I move, I love
I am free, 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 like a bird in a tree. Sabrina Francis here, guys, on the ride. Sabrina, is there any place that you anticipated, like growing up, like you're looking at it and you say, I want to perform this place, that place. I want to be in Switzerland. I want to be in England. I want to travel the world. I know you travel the world. Has there any place that you've been right now, when you got there and you perform, you'd be like, wow, this is like exactly what I envisioned it years ago?
Well, the honest thing is, when I was younger, I really I didn't have a dream to sing. It's only when I got a little bit older. And because I'm such a shy person, I never dreamed of performing for big audiences. But once it did happen, I think performing in Germany, once I got to Switzerland for the first time, I was like, wow, this is kind of crazy. Wow. So I think when I performed in Switzerland for the first time, I think Switzerland was the first foreign country that I really went out to and performed, and that was really, really, really an amazing feeling. I think when I got to Austria as well, that was different because it was just like, how random is it that I'm from Grenada performing in Austria to a full
Yeah.
house of people?
Wow.
It's
What's the
amazing.
reception like when you perform over there?
It was very encouraging because when I just started performing in Grenada, people really didn't know what to do with me or the music that I chose to do. They was kind of like, girl, what are you doing? It was interesting, but not that interesting to Grenadians.
Right.
So when I went to Europe and performed, people really received it well. First of all, I think because it was different. And I don't know, it's just something that they received. They loved it, they enjoyed it. And that really put me in the mood to say, okay, yeah, there's something here. This could be international because people outside of Grenada really, really like it.
Right. And then when you come back, or did you get the notoriety in Grenada after you had traveled out, or is it still the same? Like they really don't know what to do when you perform?
No, no, it's definitely not the same. Absolutely not. Grenadians, and I don't think it's really when I went out to perform. I think slowly but surely we just started having more of an appreciation for live music and different kinds of music. Because when I just started performing, honestly, I would be performing for mainly tourists. And then slowly but surely,
Sabrina Francis on the ride, guys. Again, she have a little bit of internet complications, but
yeah,
yeah, you're back.
I'm back. So
Yeah.
I was saying that people warmed up slowly but surely. I started performing for mainly tourists, and now half or even more, or 2/3 of my audience is, Grenadians, and that is a good feeling. It feels good to be loved by your own.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, everybody love you. Everybody love you. Everybody love your vibe. Everybody love your music. And you are doing, I know you're doing quite a few projects that we're going to talk about. But someone just asked me, they just messaged me and they say they didn't really get that part that we spoke about in regards to the music. So if you could just chunk it down quickly in terms of
Okay,
monetizing.
let me give you a few pillars, because let me give you just a few pillars. Okay. So I think the first pillar is owning your content. Everything that you create, protect it. Make sure that it's coming into your pocket. If anything happens, if your song gets played or picked up on you always have to prepare. Even though right now you're in a small place, just imagine if this gets big, where would the money go?
Right.
First pillar. The second pillar is making sure that you slowly build your audience, or you build your audience and then maintain your audience so that you could cash in. I saw somebody mention that before. So, supply content to them regularly so that you have somewhat of a following. And with the internet right now, you have access to your people right there. You don't have to go through any big major, record labels. You have access to your fans. It takes a little longer, but you just build a relationship with them over time, and then eventually things would happen. The third pillar I would say is to have control of your tools. By tools, I mean your YouTube channel. Make sure you're the person who owns it. Your Facebook, have a Facebook business page so that then you could monetize your content there as well, meaning you would get paid for ads and collaborations and so forth. Make sure you have just control of all of your accounts, your social media accounts. Make sure that you are the person controlling it so you benefit from everything that goes on there. Have a website. And I think the website, it's not mandatory, but I would say it helps because it's a place that you could sell your merchandise, which you should also have if you're performing live. And on your website, you could have a shop where you could sell your merch. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Merch meaning t-shirts, keychains, your CDs, your albums, anything that you have. It's a source of income, and when you've been able to maintain your audience, these are the people who buy your merch because they want to support you. At this point, they're like your family. They want to see you grow. They want to see your boss. So they behind your tick and tack. So, then you have the opportunity to do these things. The fourth, I'm not sure where I am anymore, but one of the most important ones is to research. please research. I could come here and tell you so many things, all of the things that I have done, but I haven't really been doing a lot of these things because, for lack of knowledge. Since only like 9 months ago, I started really pushing on these aspects, and they have really been working. Do your research. As I keep saying, you're running a business and you want to make money everywhere possible. So just sit and think, where can I profit off of this? Where can I maximize, my opportunities, and research how to do it, because I'm sure somebody is doing it, and you would find ways on the internet, God bless the internet, to do so. Research. What do I mean when I say monetization? Research everything that you don't know. Look it up. It helps, because everything that I'm telling you, I did not know it 9 months ago, and I looked it up. My team and I looked it up, and we worked tirelessly to get everything set up, so that we could do the things that we're doing now.
Yeah, you mentioned Facebook, and people, even up to a day like today, people saying, "But how could I make money on Facebook? I don't get it." You go on Facebook, you post your pictures. How do I make money on Facebook?
It's the same way you make money on YouTube, but it's not with a personal Facebook account. So you need to set up a business Facebook page with your name or whatever your thing is, and then you would be able to monetize it. It's called Facebook Creator Studio. You go in, you build up your views.
10,000 subscribers.
Yes, well, you know the thing. I guess you would be the one to be able to tell them about the Facebook thing, Junior.
Yeah, well,
so go on.
The Facebook for the artists and everyone who looking to monetize their effort on Facebook. As Sabrina said, and she's so right, that a lot of people, they use their personal account, and even as artists, they have the personal account, but you can't do nothing with your personal account. It's like you're giving this to Mark. It's like you're paying Mark. Every time you post, like you're paying Mark. You're paying Facebook. But you have the way to reverse that and let Facebook pay you is you create a Facebook page. Excuse me. After you create a Facebook page, you have to increase. You have to get enough likes. For Facebook, it's 10,000, minimum 10,000. After you reach 10,000, then you can monetize, meaning that you could insert ads inside of your music or inside of your video, inside of your vlog, and Facebook pay you. Facebook pay you every single month. And your content, your content should be good, but your content could also be vlog or music. I saw your video there, Sabrina, that you put up, and you have 85,000 views on there.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's good, right?
That is awesome. And the thing is, because I am a contemporary artist, I'm not mainstream like soca is right now, especially in Grenada. So, and I have those numbers. So it wouldn't take anything for a soca artist to get double that, but do it on your business page, and then I think they could really, really, really take advantage of these things.
Yes. Specifically, stop thinking of Facebook as just an opportunity to just go and post your pictures and blah and just talk BS and stuff. Now you could use Facebook to make money, use YouTube to make money. And think about it, if a lot of the artists have monetized their ends on Facebook and YouTube right now, although we're going through COVID and although all of this is happening, they're getting a weekly check every week. Make it even better for them. And
it helps. As small as it is.
As small as it is, it definitely helps. And I just want to say, before we start talking about the treehouse and everything else, that all of the stuff that we're talking about right now, if any artist or any individual want to get more information, to clarify any specific detail, let's take a quick call. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from?
Calling you from Brooklyn. Junior, I'm actually calling 2 days in a row.
Wow. I know that voice.
You sure know the voice, Sabrina.
Yes.
How are you?
I am great.
You recognize the voice?
Not yet. Tell me.
Okay, I got my merch a couple weeks ago, and I called you. I'm playing.
Oh, hi, Andrea. How are you?
Yep, and my T-shirt is. I was actually surprised at the quality of the T-shirt.
Yes, really work.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. And
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Been following you for so long.
Yes.
Seeing the progress.
Thank you, Andrea. Yes, Andrea been to contact with me. And that's what I'm talking about. We're just, maintaining, your relationship with your fans, because she been there when I when I just ain't doing anything.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Bye-bye.
Andrea. Andrea is always supporting and always sharing.
Always anything Grenadian, she did.
Yeah, and that is a good thing. I like the fact that you're doing your merch, you're doing your other monetization, you're on social platforms, and you're promoting your music, and you have this treehouse.
Yes. So we don't stop,
Uh-huh.
we keep going, we keep trying to, keep ourselves active and influenced and everything. So right now, because we can't go back to playing live shows as we would like, we created this special situation, and I call it Sabrina's Treehouse Concert. It's a really exclusive event. We could only host 16 persons at a time, so it's really intimate. We have bites, drinks, everything. It's up in the mountains of Mount Agnes, and we come and we listen to some music on headphones so that you could hear everything the way we want you to hear it, right up close.
Mhm.
And it's really, really a special setting that we created. And the next show is on the 26th of September. And if you go to my website, sabrinafrancis.com, right on that landing page there, you could purchase your ticket to make it to the next show.
That is
Quickly, because there's only 16 tickets.
Oh, 6. Yeah, you got to get it now. I want to give
Yeah.
you a little taste, just a little taste of the treehouse. Guys, check this out.
Yeah.
Many did try but could not steal my honey.
Many did try.
Many did try but could not get her love.
Many did try.
Some fool that tried to trick her with his money, and then turn around and wonder what she is made of. She just loves this groovy little thing we got going, and it will last as long as our hearts are beating. She just loves this groovy little thing we got going, and it will last as long as our hearts are beating. Many did try, but she would not leave me.
Many did try.
Many did try, but tell her lies.
Many did try.
Lord knows the things they say, sometimes it hurt me.
You're able to collect your funds.
But with a smile, she just ignored that silly try. 'Cause she just loves this groovy little thing we got going, and it will last as long as our hearts are beating. Oh, she just loves groovy little thing we got going, yes, and it will last as long. Many did try, but could not steal my honey.
Many did try.
Many did try, but could not get her love.
Many did try.
Some fool that tried to trick her with his money, and then turn around and wonder what she is made of. She just loves this groovy little thing we got, and it will last as long as our hearts are beating. She just loves this little bit of love, this groovy little thing we got, and it will last as long as our hearts are beating. Say many did try, 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 ooh, many did try, many did try, try. Many did try. Whoa. She just lost. She just lost. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sabrina Francis. Wow. 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 Somebody said,
It's the whole
yeah, somebody
experience.
said, in fact, Lydia said, one person ain't supposed to have so much sweet voice. Oh my God. Awesome. Loving it.
Thanks, Olivia.
It is great. It is great. It is great. And you're doing so much. You're not stopping. You're just doing and you're just going because,
Yeah. But because I believe that every action bears a reaction, you know, so every little thing that we do, we get something back, you know, so there's ripples, and the ripples get bigger and bigger and bigger. So we can't stop doing.
that's right. What's the next project?
Well, I mentioned the Treehouse concerts, and you can get your tickets for the next one on my website, sabrinafrancis.com. And I have also worked on a very special project near and dear to my heart. It's a collaborative album with 9 other Grenadian artists called
Yes.
This Is Home.
Nice.
And you could also get that on my website, sabrinafrancis.com. It features Mr. Killer, Tamantha Cole, Laura Lisa, Sonika McKee, Tamara Songwense, Bernard Akim, Crave, and myself. So I don't know if I said Zarina, but I'll say her again. So yeah, I love it so much. So it's called This Is Home, and you won't regret it. It's really just a souvenir, you know, for expats, Grenadians who miss home and want to have something to hold on to from home, and for people who intend to visit or have visited before. It's kind of like a souvenir, a keepsake.
Nice. Well, we at that time, Sabrina, that wind up time, but we can't let you go before we have you do something special for Ride Along. It's your first time on the ride.
Yes, it is my first time on the ride, and you say you want me to, I think I want to do This Is Home for you.
That would be a blessing. All right, we're just gonna sit back. I want everybody to just brace yourself for this one. This is Sabrina Francis gonna be doing a special, exclusive a cappella. This is home just for the Ride Along crew. Sabrina, when you're ready, take it away.
When I'm ready. Stepping off the plane. It's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll. And it's been so long, but I'm finally home. And what better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Ooh, not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight. Just the beginning of our lives, sweet Grenada. This is home, sweet Grenada. Yes, this is home.
Wow. I think you made my whole week. My whole
That's
month.
good.
Yeah.
That is good.
Thank you so much, Sabrina. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You and the team, you guys are doing an excellent job, and we're very, very proud of you.
Thank
Continue
you
to
so
do your great
much.
work. We just love you. People want to know where they could get the CD, where they could purchase your music, how they could support you, where, how,
Aw.
everything, all the information.
Well, you can go onto my website for the album on my shop, sabrinafrancis.com. My Facebook is Sabrina473. My Instagram is Sabrina underscore Francis underscore music. And you can subscribe to my mailing list on my Facebook as well. Or just send me an email at info@sabrinafrancis.com. And I'm also working on something called my supporters club, because I know there are a lot of people who would like to see me keep growing and keep working, but being an independent musician isn't easy and it's not free. So I'm working on the prospect of doing a supporters club so that the people who would like to support financially can do so. So I'll let you know about that very soon, so stay posted.
Thank you so much. Absolutely. We're going to keep following your progress, your many progress. And
Mhm.
whatever, if you have any project you want us to help you out with, push it out there. We're open and ready and willing to assist in any way possible.
Good to know. I
Yes?
always have projects.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much. I will keep in
Thanks for
touch.
having me, Junior. Y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, guys, that was Sabrina Francis. Yeah. Such a talented individual. Wow. And that song, see that song? That song, every time I listen to it, it gives me that chills. No lie. Give me that chill. It gives me that chill. Guys, support the artists, support the music. And for artists, I hope you guys was listening. She gave you some pillars of how you could boost your monetization. That would you boost and take it to a career level, right? Take it to a level where you can monetize, you can continue to do these things, right? Because right now I'm seeing a lot of artists, they're in a position right now where, they're not performing, they're not traveling, so they're not making money. And they have songs on YouTube that hundreds of thousands of views. Listen, I personally would volunteer to show any artists who don't know how to monetize their YouTube and their Facebook. I'll sit and chat with you guys and give you guys some information. Because I think if you benefit, everybody benefit from it. So artists, ask a question. If you don't know, ask a question. I'll be more than happy and delighted to share with you guys how to monetize your YouTube, monetize your Facebook, monetize your music, DistroKid, and other platforms to get your music on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. Yes, I don't mind helping. Thank you so much, Ian Baker, Andrea. Thank you so much, always supporting. Guys, I'm going to leave you guys with that beautiful rendition. I'm going to leave you guys with that beautiful live rendition that Sabrina performed earlier, just for us right here on Ride Along. But before I do, I want to tell you guys about a few things. One of which, let me see if I have it in here. Emoji.com is a social platform. I want you guys to go on in your app store and download the Emoji app. Go in the App Store and download the Emoji app right now. It's spelled Emoji, Emooge. Ride Along Live is brought to you commercial free by Emoji.com. It's a brand new social media platform. Also live TV. A lot of things happening on Emoji. Go to your App Store, whether you have an Android or you have a iOS device. Go and download Emoji, spelled Emooge. Download Emoji right now. And you'll see all the endless things that's available right over there on Emoji. I'm going to get Sabrina also to jump on Emoji, yeah? All right, guys. So with that being said, I am going to play and leave you guys with a special performance. A special performance by Sabrina Francis. Catch you guys again tomorrow right here on Ride Along Live. Peace out. Bye-bye.
Hey, yeah. Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll. And it's been so long, but I'm finally home. And what better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. God bless the land waiting for me. I spend my life away, but this is where I want to be. My little piece of the ocean is all I need. If it was up to me, I'll never leave. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, oh, this is home. I want to introduce my band just before we leave off, you know. On guitar, we have Alicia Air. Give it up for them for the last time, guys. Godson Brown on drums. Mr. King Jules on bass. Carvel Isaac on keys. I am Sabrina Francis. This has been Green's Music is Alive, and we have been able to keep it alive, at least for now, and we would find other ways to do so in the future.
Ridealong Live, where everyone has a story to tell.
You're constantly thinking of food, but sometimes you just don't want to cook or want something a little different. That's when you call Tasties, preparing meals that you really love. Tasties, our mouth-watering food, would have you coming back every day. But hold on, we only prepare meals Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for now. Call early because we have a lot to serve, and we would love to serve you. Tasties, we prepare the meals you love to eat, from macaroni pie to baked chicken, provision dumpling and saltfish, stewed chicken, curry chicken, baked chicken, rice and peas, salads, and more. Please call for daily menu. Call 425-0624 or 403-0411. You can pick up your meals from us or we deliver it to you. Tasties, food that's delicious.